Oh, you guys know what time it is. You guys know what time it is. The Blue Jays, they sweep away the Kansas City Royals in Game 3 here, 15-5. Yeah, it was a whomping. The Blue Jays sweep them away. Now won 4 straight. They're kicking everyone's weird out. Oh my, I apologize. That was a lot louder than I expected, but you know what? You know what else was really loud? The offense. 15 runs on 15 hits for the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's break this puppy down, because my goodness, we got a lot to talk about in the game here. First off, Curtis Granderson strikes out to end the ball game for the Blue Jays, but in the top half, Jay Happ starts off the inning, does his job, goes 3 up, 3 down, good stuff. Jays get right on the bats. Like I said, Granderson strikes out. Teoscar Hernandez singles to left field, and that seems like a norm in this game as he gets on base. Next batter, Justin Smoke, and he pulls on a pitch from Ian Kennedy and drills it down the first base line, and just a great job by Smokey just keeping it inside the line. Teoscar Hernandez, boogies around all the bases and comes home to score off a really errant throw from Jorge Soler. Jays got the 1-0 lead early. Beautiful. Then Jay Happ gives up a double to left field from Mike Moustakas down the third base line. 2 runs come home to score. Jays down 2-1, but hey, that doesn't worry us because we're used to this right now. And bottom half of the third, Granderson walks. Teoscar Hernandez up to the plate. On a 2-1 count, gets a fastball, I think it was, up in the zone, and he just barrels it up and drills it to center into the flight deck. Jays got the lead 3-2. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and we ain't done yet. 2 batters later, Yangervis Solarte, he crushes a 3-0 pitch from Ian Kennedy deep, and that leaves the yard. Jays got the 4-2 lead. All right. Solarte has been on an absolute tear so far for the Blue Jays this season. He's coming into the game, he was hitting 280, but he's hitting 296 after today's game. What a great job for him. Jays got the lead 4-2. But in the top of the 5th, Whit Merrifield hits a ball deep and just barely clears the wall, but it does. It's a 4-4 ball game. But again, we're not worried here because the Jays offense after that just explodes. They're like, all right. None of this close game garbage. Like they did against them in Game 1 of the series. It was kind of a tight game until a certain point, and then the Blue Jays are like, this is bogus, not happening anymore. Leading off the bottom of the 5th, Solarte walks. Russell Martin strikes out, but then Kevin Pillar singled to left. We'll talk about him in a little bit here. Solarte moves out to second base, and Grichuk lines one hard to Paulo Orlando in left field, and it was a weird route he took, plus he probably lost it in the lights, and it goes off the heel of his glove, and a great jump by Solarte. He goes from second all the way around to home, and the Blue Jays got the lead back 5-4. Beautiful. And a couple batters later, Gifton Gope up. Nope. Who has been red hot for the Blue Jays at the plate? Not Gifton Gope, so that's why he's getting pulled. But who's going in for him? Luke Mail. The mailman's back. I didn't know that the mailman came 2 days in a row. But they did today because he comes in to pinch hit and he singles to left field. Kevin Pillar comes in to score. Jays got the lead 6-4. Those 2 runs. Thank you very much. Got those 2 back. And we go into the 6th inning. And the Blue Jays are not done yet. Or no, that was in the 5th inning. So in the 7th inning, my math is all over the place because there were so many runs in the game. Bottom of the 7th inning, the Blue Jays keep piling on the runs here. Kevin Pillar lines out to Merrifield. There's a hard hit ball to him. Then Grichuk was hit by a pitch. Diaz strikes out. So really a guy at first, 2 out. Nothing crazy, right? Luke Bailey doubles to left, of course. Grichuk goes to third base, second and third, 2 out. Granderson walks, bases loaded. Wild pitch from McCarthy. Grichuk comes home to score. 7-4 Blue Jays. Keller comes in, and Teoscar Hernandez up again. And he's got a single, a home run, and here comes the triple. He hits a ball to the left center gap. He boogies and gets all the way around to third. 2-run score. Jays up 9-4. And my goodness, Teoscar Hernandez, like I said, just needs a double for the cycle. And, and the Jays aren't done just yet. You guys think 9-4 is enough? The Jays don't. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and, they bring on Justin Grimm. You guys remember him? Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to scroll here to find everything here. Justin Grimm comes in, and you guys remember that name? Because he came in yesterday in the 3-0 game and walked 3 batters. They put him in the next day, and Solarte singles. Russ Martin walks. Then Pilar doubles, and Solarte comes home to score. Russell Martin scores, or heads to third base, and the Jays got the 10-5 lead. Grichuk strikes out. Then Diaz hits a bloop single. Martin comes in to score. It's 11-5. You know, and then, of course, you know, Luke Maile at the dish. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, he walks, gets on base once again, and, you know, Diaz moves up to second base. Runners at first, or the bases are juiced now for Curtis Granderson, the Grandy Man can. And he did it in this one. An opposite field grand slam for Curtis Granderson. Jays up 15-5. And that's all she wrote. Wow, and Teoscar Hernandez strikes out in his final at-bat. Had a chance to get the double for the cycle, but he said in the post-game interview that he was really trying to do so, and that's probably why he struck out. But you know what? What a night for, or sorry, what an afternoon or an evening for the Blue Jays. They get the sweep. They've won 4 straight. If I'm not mistaken, they have the third, as of right now, they have the 3rd best record in the American League. I understand it's only 17 games in, but did we expect this? No. And you look at the relievers, you know, for the Blue Jays, Danny Barnes comes out. He's pretty much automatic, goes a clean inning of work, no hits, no walks, a strikeout. ERA of under 1 for Danny Barnes. Aaron Loup comes out. Well, I wonder what he's going to do. Yeah, he gave up the home run to Soler. Ryan Tepera cleans up his mess, goes a third of an inning, gets the job done. Tim Mesa comes out in the top of the 9th inning, gives up a hit, walks a batter, but strikes out a guy, and that's the ball game. Jays win 15-5. Whew, that was a mouthful. I told you guys it was going to be a long video. I mean, wow. Teoscar Hernandez, big night, 4 for 6 in the game. Scores 2 runs, 4 RBIs in the home run, of course. He's now hitting .421 on the young season. Granderson, 2 for 4, 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs, a couple walks as well. Solarte, 2 for 4, 3 runs scored. He added a walk as well. Pilar, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored and an RBI. We don't even talk about Kevin Pilar, and he's out here hitting .338 because he's not a new guy. I think that's the reason we're not talking about him, but hey, you keep hitting like that, that's fine by me. And then Luke Maile, obviously 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, an RBI, walked once, and hitting .476 on the year with a .560 on base percentage. Funny thing about Luke Maile, last year, all year with the Blue Jays, he had 7 RBIs. With the RBI single today for Luke Maile, he's got 8. I love it. The team is gelling. They're working. They're all talking, smiling on the bench. I understand when you're playing well, it's going to happen. But just the camaraderie this team has. You know? And I'm hearing Kendrys Morales is going to be coming off the DL soon. So what does that mean? Does Tim Mesa get sent down? I'm assuming that's what is going to happen because you cannot let Teoscar Hernandez go right now. The guy's playing ridiculous. And the funny thing is, guys, we talk about how good this lineup was today. Remember yesterday, Steve Pearce was 3 for 5. You know? And Devin Travis didn't play today. This team has so many different moving parts, so many working parts, and it's terrific to see. Now, the Jays, happy with the sweep today, but now they hit the road to take on the New York Yankees for a 4-game series, a weekend series, starting tomorrow night, 6:35, first pitch, not pregame 6:35, first pitch, 6:35 at Yankee Stadium. Aaron Sanchez versus CC Sabathia to start the series. Marco Estrada, Sonny Gray in the second game on Friday night. Saturday afternoon, Marcus Stroman versus Jordan Montgomery and Luis Severino versus Jaime Garcia to close out the series there on Sunday afternoon. Now, for the Blue Jays, you're playing great ball. The Yankees are not. But you can't go into the series going, this is going to be a cakewalk. It's not really. The New York Yankees are a good team. All we got to do is take it game by game. And tomorrow, like we said, Aaron Sanchez, CC Sabathia, 6:35 first pitch. The Jays look for their 5th straight victory and start this road series off on the great note. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed this game. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Who's your MVP in this one? You can give it to a ton of different guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Who's your MVP? What is the key to this Jays season so far? And we'll talk to you guys Next Tuesday, hopefully, Tuesday night podcast edition. That's probably going to be the plan for next week's podcast. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. If you guys did not check out today's podcast, it's up there, so go to have a look at that. Twitter is also down in the description, guys. Go check that out. Give it a follow. Send me a DM. Send me a message. All that great stuff. And we'll talk to you guys Raptors edition Friday as they take on the Washington Wizards in D.C. as the Raptors look for the convincing 3-0 lead over the Washington Wizards right now. That would be great to get that nice 3-0 lead right there and then. Because then at least if they win one, you come back home with a 3-1 lead, which is great. All right? We'll talk to you guys then. We'll talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow as they take on the Boston Bruins, looking to even that series up, heading back to Boston and making it a 3-game series. That is exactly what the Leaf fans and the Leafs players and obviously Leaf land want to see for tomorrow night. And as we said, tomorrow night, Blue Jays take on the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Aaron Sanchez, CC Sabathia, 6:35 first pitch. Jays look for their 5th straight win. And like we said, start off the series on a good note. I'll talk to you guys then.